It's time to put the cat ears back on and get prepared for another episode of Mask-ery. Hey there, welcome back. So in my last episode, I did a video about Tansan Kakume, which is a Japanese brand of face mask that gives out sort of DIY masks. They're most known for their carbonated water face mask and then their carbonated mud clay mask. And I did the carbonated mud clay mask. So you can check out the link in the description below, and I'll also link it right here. Today I decided to continue with the Japanese mask trend and go with Lululun. So these two masks here are both limited edition masks from Hokkaido. This blue one is honey and corn, and this purple one is lavender. So Lululun's main claim to fame is that their face masks are packaged in bulk. In a single packet like this, you get 7 individual face masks, so you cut down on the waste you would usually get from individually wrapped face masks. Now, the packaging is resealable, so you can do your face masks at your own pace. You don't have to do the 7 in a week, but the expiration date on opening a package like this is about 80 days or 3 months. You don't want to open up the package, expose all the masks and serum inside to germs, and kind of just let it sit and fester. So they recommend using all the masks within 80 days. So for this episode of Mask-ery, I'll be putting on the lavender Hokkaido face mask for the first time today, and I believe this is supposed to be a little bit whitening and of course moisturizing as well. But I have done the corn mask in the past, and I did not use the 7 sheets in the 3 months time span. One, because I felt the mask was kind of ill-fitting, and 2, this smells very, very, very strongly of corn. When you open the package up, it really smells like corn soup, and this wasn't, you know, off-putting to me, but if you're sensitive to corn smell, I would recommend staying away from this mask. So since I bought these in Japan, they obviously don't have English translations on there because everyone in Japan can probably read Japanese, but they do have a illustrated little face chart here that says you're supposed to wash your face, put on the mask for 10 to 15 minutes, and then let the remaining essence soak in. So I am cleansed, and I'm just gonna pop this guy on right now. Ooh. Ooh. Well, much like the corn face mask, this does smell very, very strongly of lavender. And it's like the fresh lavender, like if you'd gone out to the fields and cut all the lavender off with like a pair of, you know, scissors, you smell a little bit of that like planty, like greenness. Like I would say it's like almost grassy. Just in addition to the lavender. And I'll include a close-up shot of how the masks are packed as well, but you do have to kind of finagle it a little bit to get one of the masks out. Okay. So these are just plain cotton masks. They're not made of, you know, anything fancy. Ooh, I accidentally took out 2 masks, so I'm gonna put one back in. But it has a generic face mask shape. And I know it looked like Freddy Krueger, but I already posted a video on the internet with me like rubbing mud on my face, so this can't get any worse, right? So now that I'm done, I took a look at what is on my face now and any results it might have. So with any whitening mask, I actually believe that you need to do a series of them over a period of time. Unless you're doing something really terrible or like it's a really effective mask, you're not gonna get amazing like whitening or solving your hyperpigmentation in one go. I did like the Lululun mask because it was a cotton mask that actually stayed put on my face. I didn't have to do any readjustments. I was just watching YouTube videos the whole time and I was like pretty comfortable. And since it does come in a pack of 7, I was pretty comfortable just taking it off after 15 minutes. Usually with more expensive masks, I kind of tend to leave them on for as long as possible. But for this one, 15 minutes seemed like a good time to take it off. I think it'd be interesting just to do the lavender Hokkaido mask every day of the week for the next 6 days, since I've already started off with the first one. And I will give my results on the whitening and the lightening on the next episode of Mask-ery. But this is my skin so far. I did notice that the redness in my skin went down, but I think that's just from the fact that it was something cold and moist, and it kind of, anything that's cold and moist and you put on your face will take down the redness in your skin. So the effect is probably most likely temporary. So I'll put on my makeup now and my usual skincare routine, and we'll see how my skin is underneath it. So here is my face with all of my makeup on, and I think my skin is just having a good skin texture day. It seems a lot smoother. The redness on this side of my face has gone down a little, and it stayed down, which is really nice. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about Lululun and their brand. So I showed you the 2 packages earlier, both limited edition from Hokkaido, but the mask itself is just a normal cotton sheet mask, and it actually doesn't quite fit that well over the nose, is what I noticed when I was wearing it. But it did stay on my face and it didn't slide down, so I appreciated that. And even though I've kind of left this out because I wanted to do a close-up on it, it's still quite moist. The rest of the masks are quite moist too, and I can see a neat mask hack, just like during the summer when it's unbearably hot and you just want to cool down, to put a pack of these in the fridge and like really put it on your face to help cool it down when it's all nice and chilled. I mentioned that I have 2 of the products from Hokkaido, the lavender and the honey plus corn mask here, but they also have a bunch of other premium masks that highlight features and products from different areas of Japan and randomly Hawaii. So they have products from Okinawa, they have products from Kyoto and Hawaii, as I mentioned, and they each highlight a fruit or a super skin powered food that comes from that specific area to put on your face and make it amazing. So I don't read Japanese, but there is quite a lot of information about the individual products on the back of the packages here. But if you're thinking about buying Lululun masks, these premium ones go for about $23 to $30. I found them available online and I purchased these directly at the airport, so they are good gifts to give out to friends. So to be totally honest with you, I'm on the fence about purchasing these masks again, because I do feel that they are quite common quality, and for $23 you are getting a very good deal, especially if it comes in the box set where you get 5 packages of 7 or 4 packages of 7. And I think if you use sheet masks every day just to moisturize your face, this will be a good buy for you. But I like a little bit of variety in my masks, and I do feel that these are just novelty. And I know that's like a strongly negative word to use. I think that they are, again, a great value for money, but I don't think I would be dedicated enough to use these masks straight for the course of 7 days, or even over the course of, 3 months or the 80 days that they recommend you use them in. So that's just my 2 cents. I feel like individually wrapped masks are a little bit easier to go through because they are individually wrapped and you can kind of not feel like you have an expiration date on using the masks. So I don't know. I am interested in trying the other masks flavors, like the ones from Kyoto, the ones from Okinawa, the one from Hawaii. I'd be interested in seeing those masks and putting them on, just because these smell so unique and strongly like their ingredients. But I wouldn't buy a huge box like of 5 packs. I might just like buy 1 pack just for fun. I definitely bought a little bit too many, and I would recommend actually just giving these out as gifts. I think these make really great gifts for people who are interested in sheet masks, and it is more generous than giving your friend a single-use sheet mask. They can try it over the course of the week to see if they like it. But don't get the corn one, because the corn one is so intensely smelling of corn. Unless your friend loves corn, then the corn one would be great. But so far, I've checked these 2 off my list, and I can probably not buy them again, or if I am going to buy them, it'd just be a single packet instead of, a huge box of 5. So There you are. This is another episode of Mask-ery completed, and if you have any requests, please leave them in the comments below. But share with me your experiences with Lululun and tell me what you think about them. I'll see you in the next one, and if you like this video, just do whatever you want. I'll see you next time. That's a long siren.